Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Today I will present a fieldwork practice report that I have previously compiled. But before I start, let me introduce myself first. My name is Alvita Karelina Ramadan from D4 Digital Office Administration. The first material is institution profile. The Faculty of Medicine of University of Indonesia, are often referred to as FKUI, is one of the best medical faculties in Indonesia, from undergraduate to specialist level. FKUI is known as the Faculty of Medicine, which has myriads of achievements by producing qualified and competent doctors. Practitioners carry out field work practice for a period of 5 months, starting on July 19, 2020 to November 30, 2022. During fieldwork practice activities, practitioner is positioned in the human research division sections with staffing subunits. Next is fieldwork practice objective. First is practicing how to compose letters, especially letters of assignment and letters of execution of duties properly and correctly. Second is practice how to input letter into the web archive so that letters become easier to find. And the last is practice how to input lecturer and employee data who will experience promotion into the employee archive web so that it becomes easier for the university to follow up. Next is benefits of field work practice. First is practitioners are able to practice how to compose letters, especially letters of assignments and letters of completion of tasks properly and correctly. Second is the practitioner is able to practice how to file letters properly and correctly so the letters become easier to find. The last is practitioners are able to practice inputting data on lecturer and employee who will experience promotion into the employee archive web so that it become easier for the university to follow up. And the next chapter is institution history. On 2 January 1849, through the Governor's Decree Number 22, which is the first step in the implementation of medical education in Indonesia, which is held in military hospital. 2 years later, in January 1851, to be precise, a medical education school was opened in Weltevreden with a total 12 students, and the education period lasts for 2 years, where graduates were given the title Dr. Jawa. On 1898, the establishment of School of Medical Education for Indigenous Peoples named Stovia. Then, at the end of 1919, a central hospital was built called Centrale Burgerlijke Ziekenhuis, which is currently called Rumah Sakit Cipto Mangunkusumo. Rumah Sakit Cipto Mangunkusumo is used by Stovia students as a teaching hospital to maximize the quality of medical education, graduates in terms of hands and practice. Next, on August 1927, medical education was upgraded as a higher education under the name Geneeskundige Hogeschool, which at the same time became the pinnacle of medical education in Indonesia. On April 29, 1943, during the Japanese occupation, the Japanese government gave a medical school prize named Ikadaigaku. A year after Japan surrendered to the Allies, in February 1946, to be precise, and Indonesia began to proclaim independence, the school's name changed to the Republic of Indonesian Medical College. However, in 1947, the Dutch invaded Indonesia again and carried out their own medical education activities under the name Geneeskundige Faculteit Noord Universiteit van Indonesië, but medical education, namely Republic of Indonesian Medical College, continued at the same time. And in the end, the Netherlands surrendered its sovereignty to Indonesia. The two institutions, namely the Indonesian Republican Medical College and the Geneeskunde Faculteit Universiteit van Indonesia, merged and changed the name to the Indonesian University Medical Faculty, or FKUI. Next is organizational structure. Practitioners during field work practice in the human research sections as shown in the picture circled in red. And this is as for the important role of the human research divisions are: first, as a consultant whose job is to collect the necessary information. Second is provide service to people who are at the managerial level. Third is provide and establish policies in controlling and productivity of employees of human research. Next is vision and mission of the institution. Faculty of Medicine, University of Indonesia has institution visions, namely to become a superior competitive center of science, medical technology, and culture through efforts to educate the nation's life to improve people welfare, so as to contribute to the development of Indonesia and the world. And for the institution mission is providing broad and fair access to quality education and teaching. Second, organizing quality through Dhamma, namely education, research, and community service activities that are relevant to national and global challenge. And the last is creating graduates who have high intellectuality, have noble character, and are able to compete globally. Next chapter is field of work. The field of work carried out by the practitioner is the field of staffing, where this is inseparable from staffing, correspondencing, and filling. First is correspondence field. The first job that the practitioner does is to make an assignment letters and a letter of assignment. The assignment letter prepared by the practitioner is intended for lecturers who will take part in an event or activity, both internal and external activities. As for the letter of performing assignments, it is written when the lecturer have attended a series of events or activities which are marked with the date of the letter that has passed. Second is archive field. In this archiving activity, the practitioner gets the task of filling a letter of assignment and a letter of execution of assignments that has been made and numbered previously into a special FKUI archive work called the document management system. After that, the practitioner fill in letter using a number system that is sorted from the smallest to the largest number. And the last is imputing lecturer and employee rank promotion data into the staffing web. For imputing promotion data, the data is taken from a letter called Letter of Promotion or SKP, which is divided into three periods, namely the period 1 January to 31 December 2020, the period 1 January to 30 June 2021, and period 1 July to 31 December 2021. The next is problem encountered. Practitioner has two problem encountered. First is disturbance in the web archives. The problem experienced by practitioner on this archival website is when the practitioner will number the letters. Letters that have been met must first be inputted into the web archive. Then, after that, the number will appear. But when the web is experience problem, the letters number will not appear and only display slash marks. And the second problem is too much workload causing work stress. For this problem, practitioners having quite a lot of workload to handle. Giving work continuously can cause one's physical and mental fatigue, so that it can result in work stress. After experience problems that can hinder work, practitioners finding solution to overcome this problem. For disturbances in the web archive problems, first, practitioner asks the supervisor about the problem that occurred. Second, the web is experiencing a problem caused by the unreadability of one of the punctuation marks, namely the punctuation marks upper comma by the device system, which causes web archive to experience trouble. And for the second problem, too much workload, a practitioner make a to-do list on a sticky note sheet first. Second, sequencing work starting from the most important or urgent work and must be submitted to superiors immediately. Then on to jobs that have less workload. After that, the practitioner switches to work with a large quantity with a long enough deadlines or not in a hurry. Next is gaps of knowledge and skill obtained by practicing in the field. Discrepancies will occur if there are obstacles experienced by someone when something is not accordance with the guidelines and rules that have been set. The discrepancy experienced by the practitioner refers to the constraint experienced by the practitioner in the field work practice, such as the occurrence of disturbances on the web archive, which causes the web to become an error. And for the last material is practitioner's contribution. Every Friday, the Faculty of Medicine, University of Indonesia, organize health activities such as health walks, fitness exercise, and free health check for workers. And then the contribution the practitioner make in these activities are: first, record the name of workers who will carry out health checks into the Google form that has been met. Second is prepare food given by the committee to works and the place of implementation of field work practice. And the last, in addition to health activities, the practitioner also helps in recording employees who will experience contract extensions. Yeah, thank you so much for your intentions, and see you guys later. Bye.